How do thoughts turn to things? This is the question that we want you to ponder. How is it that what's in your life is there? How did you set the tone that is matching you up with the things that you're matching up to? Because it didn't just happen. You emanated a vibration that brought it about. Now, we'll go along with you that you didn't see it coming, maybe sometimes, the things you don't want. And we'll even go along with you that you don't deserve it, in that it's not really who you really are. But nothing comes to you that you are not a vibrational match to. So if things are coming that you don't like, you have to first accept you're a vibrational match to them. And then you have to do something about what you're matching, which means you've got to stop observing what it is that's coming, because it just keeps it coming. So by being a selective sifter, we're in some ways setting you up for a little bit of failure also, because now we're saying observe conditions and look for the good ones. But when we say observe conditions and look for the good ones, you're mostly just observing conditions, and sometimes you find good ones and sometimes you find bad ones, but you're training yourself to respond or react to the conditions. Are you with us? Where if you've decided that you're going to be an unconditional aligner, an unconditional lover, then what you say to the whole world for just a little while is, you are what you are, but I'm going to do my best to ignore you. I'm going to take my attention from the existing conditions, which isn't easy. And most people would tell you you're crazy to even try. You can't take your attention from something. You have to give your attention to something else. So you have to decide, I'm going to give my attention to things that really feel good. And for a while, just for a while, serve yourself obnoxiously and abnormally, and to the chagrin of everyone around you. Do the things that cause you to feel best. Take those walks that you've not been taking because you've been sacrificing yourself and doing the laundry instead. Go to the things that feel good to you. Do the things that feel the best to you, just for a little while. Give yourself a chance to let your cork float. Because once it floats, all the good ideas will start flowing, and the universe will start cooperating with all the things that you want. But you got to find some way. Maybe just going cold turkey is the answer. We could just all run away together just for a little while and just do fun things. And maybe this 3 hours that we're together will be enough for that. In other words, focus in a way that allows your vibration to raise. But you have to find some way of breaking the cycle of. And we so appreciated this conversation, because you're demonstrating what almost everyone is living. You think you're doing this, but then it feels like this. And we want you to just acknowledge that however it feels is how it is. And how it is how it's going to keep being. So you've got to find some way of changing the feeling. And the way to change the feeling is to acknowledge that. Do you know that when you sleep at night, your momentum stops? So when you wake up in the morning, you have the best opportunity to get into a different vibrational place. And that if you will just wake up, and as soon as you wake up, begin looking for things or acknowledging things or thinking thoughts that do feel good, you have a better chance of getting further into the day about that, you see? We want you to not work so hard at trying to orchestrate this, and instead take the conversation of art of allowing to its true meaning, and allow yourself, allow your cork to float. That's what we would like you to leave this gathering determined to do. And when somebody says to you, why didn't you do such and such? Say to them, because I'm allowing my cork to float. And they'll say, what's that got to do with you not getting such and such done? And you say, has everything to do with that. I'm allowing my cork to float. I'm just giving myself a little opportunity to allow my cork to float. And maybe you want to do like we're encouraging Esther to do. Understand, don't try to explain. You understand it. You understand it. What are you doing? I'm allowing my cork to float. What does that mean? That means I'm taking a walk. It means I'm taking a bath. It means I'm doing anything and everything that I can think of doing that makes my heart sing just a little more and a little more and a little more and a little more. And before you know it, you'll be on the other side of this, where people will be watching you, and they will be amazed at how cooperative the universe is with you. And they will say, what's with you? Why does everything always work out for you? And you'll just smile. Don't say it. Just smile. Because I allowed my cork to float. Well, how come you get all the good jobs? Because I allow my cork to float. How come everybody loves you? Because I allow my cork to float. How come you have so much money? Because I allow my cork to float. How come everything always works out for you? Because I allow my cork to float. Don't say it out loud to them. Just understand it. Just understand it. We think this is a really good time for a segment of the
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey. All right. I love playing music. I love guitar. I love my bass guitar and piano.
Yeah.
I get so happy when I play.
Because you're in alignment.
It's so nice.
Yes. We just want to say, the non-physical friends who are playing with you are experiencing happiness. And in your openness, you're feeling their happiness too.
Well, they must be really bored because it seems like in the past 6 months I've been doing everything to distract myself from playing.
Well, those non-physical beings are happy in anything that you are doing. So it's your determination to not be happy. It's your boredom that's pinching off the thrill that they're having over what you're doing.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Sometimes, just thinking about playing music, I get so excited. I'm thinking of all the possibilities and what I could be doing and all this. I go home and I'm like, this is a good book. I'll go to work. Oh, I love playing guitar. And I seem like I talk about it often, but when I do, I just don't feel inspired.
Well, what's happening? Let's give it a label. It's called the watering down process. So what happens is you get a little momentum going and you can feel the enthusiasm for it because there's little resistance in the moment because you're not doing it. It's just thought. There's not much resistance that's happening. But if you don't allow that thought to gather enough momentum, then sometimes other things will distract you and sort of head you off. It's why people often worry that if they have too many things that are important to them, sometimes people have children and mates and jobs and committees and mothers and fathers, and they have so many things that are sort of distracting them, and then they complain, I can't get to what's important to me. And we say, the universe will yield to you progress, important and wonderful progress on several subjects at once, but you can't pit your subjects against one another and have success. When you say, oh, I have to do this, or I want to do this, therefore I can't do that, you are the one that puts the block in the way, because there are enough non-physical energies that are flowing through you that you could have hundreds of topics simultaneously moving forward if you just knew that you could. It's your belief that you're limited by time and space that makes you not move successfully forward on more of them at a time. When you say, I'm thinking about the music, but then I don't do it, something else distracts me, we want to say, you didn't allow enough momentum about the music to get going, that you felt the inspiration to act on it. That's all. And what that is a byproduct of, and can't you feel it in yourselves too? I want this but, and I want this but, and I want this but, and I want this but. So you don't allow any momentum to get going. But I really love playing music, you said. I'm really quite good at it. I like how the ideas move through my mind. Sometimes when the ideas are there, I can actually feel my muscles firing as if I'm in the process of it. Sometimes I get inspiration while I'm driving, or just when I'm waking up, or when I'm just sitting, when my mind feels like it is at rest. Sometimes melodies are moving through my mind, or I can feel this bass beat. I can feel the hook of the song that is coming through me. Don't you?
Oh, all the time.
And so, what do you think are the thoughts that you're thinking? Because there must be some that are hindering that, or stifling that, or slowing that down. Because it isn't distraction from other subjects. It's contradictory energy. Here's what we mean. You can be happy about music, and you can be happy about the book you're reading, and you can be happy about the person you're spending time with, and you can be happy about and happy about and happy about and happy about this and this and this and this. You can be happy about 10 different subjects, and all 10 of those subjects will be moving progressively and positively for you. Don't pit your subjects against each other. Don't use one subject as the excuse not to allow the energy to flow in another. That matters a lot.
My life has been so good recently too. Everything is working out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here, but but it's been really awesome, and I've learned so much, and I've uncovered so much that I now know about myself. And
well, since that's your entire goal for being here, would say you're having utter success, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
And so what difference does it make if you're happy because you're reading a book, or if you're happy because you're doing your music, or if you're happy because you're visiting with us?
I guess that's what's distracting, is because I'm happy. And I got distracted because it's like, I love playing.
So do you believe that you have to be unhappy and focused and pay a price in order to make progress?
Only when I listen to Nirvana.
Well, it isn't the way the laws of the universe work at all, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Enough?
That's perfect.
It is perfect.
Thank you.